Magic the Gathering: A New Era Episode 2. Hope you're all having a good day today. Thanks to Watch Mtg, I appreciate that. Also, if you want a very good Magic the Gathering story, please watch I don't know this guy. Please watch this guy's videos. He makes amazing content. Well, anyway, let's begin today's episode, okay? That was a good match, Misty. Oh, we're starting up immediately where we left off. Okay. No, that's fine with me. Despite me having trouble in that match, or no trouble in that match. We can't do. We're facing a beginner deck. It's probably the best in that trouble. Well, thank you, Bara, but I wouldn't exactly call it a good match. I mean, you completely defeated me in almost no time. You said it was a good match last time. I'm so surprised this was your first match you played so good. You defeated me with a beginner deck. Well, for someone who hasn't played before, you're pretty good, Bara. Thanks. Say, I've been meaning to ask you, are you Barack Obama's son or something? Adoption is a great thing. So he's literally, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. So he's literally the son of Barack Obama through adoption. Okay. So what do you want to do now? At least we acknowledge it, I guess? Anyway, well, we could play another game of Magic the Gathering. Okay. Let's go again. Well, would you look at the two unsuspecting Magic the Gathering players, and right for taking as well. Name, Eco Sanders. Commander, Skucko. Rainbow Tail Entity. Colors, green and red and blue. Deck stats, 4 out of 10. Speed, 3 out of 10. Versatility, 5 out of 10. Overall, 4 out of 10. This is a nice way of introducing the characters. I guess we don't want to actually, like, put in extra stuff. Anyway. Hello there. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. I was wondering if you guys wouldn't mind getting if I got into a match point with you two. Jesus, what kind of hairdo is that? Is that red puck up of his head or with a string to it? Sure, why not? Okay, how about we make it a point match? Why does this guy want a point match? Bara isn't even registered yet. Okay. Sucker. I'll keep this nice guy act up and I'll easily defeat this guy since he's the beginner. Well, I'll set the battlefield ready. Battlefield open. Okay, we're doing a freaking dome battle. Alright. Then Aiko and Bara roll digital dices and Aiko rolls higher. Oh, just so you aren't confused, this point match is basically a ranked commander match in this universe. Oh, okay. I'll go first. I draw and I play an Evolving Wilds. The wilds keep evolving. Now I sacrifice my Evolving Wilds, look through my library and get a forest onto the battlefield. Okay, so it's a searcher. Goodbye. And hello, forest. In defense mode. Then I'll end it there. Okay, I draw and I play a swamp. And that's everything. Okay, well, first turns in Magic aren't always the most entertaining. Gotta set everything up so you can get your resources. My turn again. I draw and I play an island. Now I tap my forest and island to cast Sakura Tribe Elder. Creepy. And I'll sacrifice it to search my library for a mountain and put it on top of the battlefield tapped. So yet another searching card. Now I end my turn. Sacrifice a monster for a field spell? Is that worth it? Maybe. My turn. I draw and I play a forest. It is deck thinning, or library thinning, I guess. I tap my swamp for a soul ring. Alright, that can get us something. Then I tap my forest and my soul ring to cast Call of the Forest. Okay. Because of Call of the Forest, I can look through my library for 2 basic lands and put them onto the battlefield. Then I gain 1 life for every land I have. That's a solid card. So I look for a swamp and forest. Your question is, are these more expensive than what was it? White Lotus, Black Lotus, Sun Lotus? And now I have 4 life because I have 4 lands. It's a really expensive magic card, I know, because it was short printed, I believe. Or just really old. And that's everything. Crap, now he has more lands than me and enough to cast his commander on the next turn. I could counter it with one of my spells, but he would have enough mana to cast it again next turn. I'll just keep it until he can't pay it. My turn. I draw and I play a luxury house. We're not playing Monopoly, you stooge. That is a luxury house. Dang. It's a land that taps for a color, and when it becomes tapped, I gain 1 life. And I'll use all my lands except my island to play my commander. It's a rainbow snake indeed. It's a 3/2 with Death Touch, and doesn't do anything unless I pay a specific color. With that, I end my turn. Which is probably why he kept his island, so he could pay a specific color, but he didn't do anything with it. Hey, Bara, I don't trust this guy. Why so? I don't know, I just get a bad feeling from him. Look, I'll end this as quick as I can, okay? It's your turn, you know that. Yes, I know. I don't know why Shihan doesn't trust him, but I'll take his word for it and keep my eye on him. I draw and I play a swamp. Then I'll tap 2 forests and 2 swamps to summon my commander. Let's do this. I'll explain him. He has horsemanship and double strike and gives all other creatures under my control up with horsemanship a +1/+1 and haste. I'll explain the other ability if it comes up. Well, it hasn't come up yet, so we'll worry about that later, the flying thing. And now I tap my last swamp, so my Soul Ring to cast Black Horseback Bandit. It is a creature with horsemanship, so he will get +1/+1 and haste. Now it's got 3/3. May I ask what horsemanship does? Oh, it's simple, really. Think of it as flying, in which a creature with horsemanship can't be blocked by a creature without it. So you have Pegasi. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Crap, I don't have any creatures in my deck with that keyword. I haven't even heard that keyword until today. We made it up. It doesn't exist. So I'll attack with my horseback bandit. I can't block, so go ahead. It's the freaking language. It's just like, it's not real. We made it up. He lied to you. And now his ability happens. Whenever he attacks, all other creatures with I control gain +1/+0. Oh, down to 38. I end. Sorry, I end my turn. Okay, my turn. Apologies, it's early in the morning. Stupid boy using a keyword nobody uses, but it's no matter. I'll defeat him into all the same. I draw and I play an island. Bro just makes up a special ability on the fly and we're just like, okay, yeah, that sounds real. I have to think of a story or something, I guess. Then I tap my luxury house for red gaining me 1 life and using commander's first ability. I mean, even in Arc 5 when you get pendulum, people were like, bullshit! His first ability gets me 3 more mana. And now I'll tap my island for my mountain using the floating red mana to cast Fireskin Snake. Now I guess the outfit makes sense when he's playing only snakes. This looks like someone who would be interested in snakes. No offense to people who like snakes, I'm just saying, you know? I'll tap my forest to play Fanatic of Rohad, or Ronus. Now my Fireskin Snake's ability activates whenever another snake enters the battlefield under my control, you take 2 damage. Now I go to combat and attack with my commander. I won't block and take 3 commander damage. Ouchie ouch. And with that I end my turn. He's on 39 life points and 3 commander points. My turn, I draw. And I use a forest and a swamp, so my Soul Ring to cast Mech Cavalier. Horseback robot. Because of Mech Cavalier, all my other creatures get +1/+1. If they have horsemanship, they get additional +1/+1. And Mech Cavalier also has horsemanship. And because of my commander, Mech Cavalier gets +1/+1 and haste. It's a big field of horses. Now I attack with all my creatures. I can't block it, so I'll take the damage. Now my commander and mech cavalier get a +1/+0 counter because of my bandit. We rip them apart. Down to 14-16. With 14 commander, I guess 16 regular. And now I end my turn. Okay, it's my turn. I draw. Damn. How am I losing to a beginner? I draw and use my forest and my islands to cast Sasuke Summons. And I get to create 2 1/1 green snake tokens. That little good that's gonna do. Then I activate Raigeki. And now Fire Skin Snake happens, but it deals 4 damage to you now. Ow. Anyway. Now I tap my Luxury House for green and gain 1 life to cast Hex Drinker. What does it mean, that extra life? I drink all of the hexes. Now you take 2 damage again because of my Sasuke Summons. If a non-token snake enters under my control, I may add it back to my hand, and I'll do that. So I can take Sasuke Summons back into his hand, I guess, then. Now I attack with my Fire Skin Snake and my commander. I'll take the damage. Ow. 6 commander, 25 life. I end my turn. My turn. I draw and I attack with my commander. I can't block, so I'll take the damage and be defeated by commander damage. So you can lose by regular damage and commander damage. Alright. End of match. Winner Barat, but he still had life points left. Well, whatever. It was basically the game anyway. And that will be all for today. I hope you all liked it and have a good day. Bro was so confident he'd win a ranked duel against the guy who just started. He'd just going around, as he was going around trying to get free wins, basically be like, I'm just going to beat all the noobs, and then that'll help my battle score, and then loses to a noob. Ran a noob who knew how to play the game, but still, it's like, I'm just going to go ahead and get free wins on ranked, basically, and only go against the noobs. And it worked out about as well as expected. The thing about the noobs is they don't give you many points if you do beat them, so don't even know how high ranked that guy was, so... But odds are he probably wasn't that high up the totem pole, you know? Maybe around, I don't know, I guess if you'd be like, there's rookie, amateur, expert, stuff like that, probably around amateur level. I don't think he was an expert, otherwise he would have been thrown so much. I think apparently Barat was playing a deck that no one's heard of before, playing an ability no one's heard of before. But I guess it kind of makes sense. They would be like, that sounds a little horse crap, but pun not intended, but I guess they'd be like, well, I guess it's one they just invented, so meh. Just be like, hey, you better have horsemanship. I better have what now? Like, imagine freaking, like, I don't know. Imagine beat that Mech Lord threat, they just create XZ summoning. It's just like, wait, that hasn't happened yet. Doesn't matter, you're gonna have to deal with this now, Mech Lords. I mean, it would be a way to deal with the Mech Lords. that would actually solve some of the problem. Although there were other ways to deal with that problem, but now I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, I guess it's nice to know he's actually related to Barack Obama through adoption, I guess? I don't know. You have a name like Barack Obama, it's like, well, you're gonna have to bring it up the elephant in the room at some point. I guess, I don't know. And, yeah, just completely trusted. I guess Misty left, or was watching the entire thing, just chose to stay silent on this, just like, I'm just gonna watch in silence. That's fine with me, I guess. Alright. But I should be like, that was not a good game. It was a good... that was a good game. It was not a good game. Like, true colors were showing for a second there. Then again, it's kind of hard to be like, that was a great game. You completely curb stomped me. It's kind of hard to have that sort of atmosphere. But, whatever. I guess she was trying to be a good sport about it. Weird times it looks like she was in flashback, though. Maybe she wasn't flashback, and that was just like he was remembering the conversation he had with her. I don't know. And maybe it was a day later and he was remembering. That was the implication. That's my theory, anyway. I don't have any actual proof. But, yeah. Just completely trounces that trounces that guy, and now he's up there in the ranked level, I guess, or at least a little higher up than he was before. And now he's gonna go up in the world, I guess, in his flying horse. guess we'll have to wait for the next episode of MTG, the new era, at some point. But until that time, I guess thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Nice work to Super TDJ. And I hope to see all of you next time. Later.